lot of the fishing we do, especially with hard bodies and stuff, it's quite an involved sort of situation. You're trying to twitch the lure and make it look very erratic, like a dying or wounded bait fish. Personally, for the barra, I find when I'm fishing a soft plastic, life couldn't be simpler. Something like this guy here, storm shad, cast him out, obviously get it into the zone, and then I find just what you call a slow roll, which is just a slow, steady sort of wind. I really like to hold the rod to the side with plastics because the barra tend to bump them and then just suck them right in. It's very simple, and it's good if you've just started fishing too, because pretty much anyone can cast out, slowly wind in. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. I have no idea what this is. Jack. I'll just slow roll in that storm shad swim bait. Mangrove jacks are almost like bream. In the rivers, they don't grow absolutely massive. When they get offshore, they do. And he has just inhaled that. Alrighty, now that is a nice little angry mangrove jack. Very cool looking fish, and he's back in the water. And let me tell you, that there is a very cool, very basic and very fish catching lure. Storm Wild Eye swim bait shad. Absolutely dynamite, been around for at least 10 years, and you just couldn't count the number of fish that these guys have caught. What makes them so great is that if you're not into your soft plastics, you don't have to worry about getting the right jig head onto the right tail and all this sort of stuff. These guys have done it for you. The weight is already incorporated inside the plastic, and there's even little features that are so good. It's got that flat belly to it. That helps it have this beautiful wiggling sort of action like that as it goes through the water. That big paddle tail just kicks and wriggles, sends out all this vibration that says, come and eat me. But when you want to let that sit on the bottom, that is how it sits. And that's great because predators will come down from behind and they'll just go and suck it in. It gives you a great hook up, keeps the hook, which is a ultra strong VMC single, keeps that out of the snags and gets it into the fish every single time. I love them. They come in a great range of colours, and they come from 2.5 inch long right up to 6 inch. So you can fish any situation from trout to barramundi to tuna to whatever it may be. You need some of these in your tackle box, trust me. Easy.
That's a good one.
Nice barra. Again, right out in the middle.
That one looks like a good fish, Lee.
Yeah, he's not bad, mate. I'll just back it off a little bit now. Yeah, he'll do. He'll do. We've come back down the river a bit to chase the tide, and you can see clearly there's quite a bit of water flow here. And that barra was sitting right on that scum line where this arm was meeting that arm. There's actually a bit of a back eddy there. Get out of there, mate. Get out of there, out of there, out of there. Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. He's got a bit of toe about him. He's got that big plastic right on the side of his gob, right where you want it. Leader's nice and free so it won't get damaged. Got him. Thanks, Chris.
No worries.
So, mate, and that is what the Northern Territory is all about. Getting up here, testing some fishing gear, fishing with a good mate, and catching what is without doubt one of Australia's most iconic species, and for very, very good reason that a lot of people spend a lot of money to come up here each season and catch them. I absolutely love throwing plastics for these guys. It's just a lot of fun. And as I said, to be able to catch them on gear that I've helped design myself, these Imperium rods and the new RTX reel from Okuma, it's just awesome. All right, let's pop this guy back. I'll just rip this hook out of him. I love single hooks, nice and easy. Easy for us, easy and better for the fish. I'll just pop that out. I'll hand him over to Wazza. Thanks, Waz. And that, let me tell you, is the Storm Wild Eye Swim Shad in pink bits. These are nothing new in fishing. It's been around for many, many years, but that is a Rapala Rippin' Rat, and it is one very noisy lure. The great thing about these, they cast like a bullet and they sink like a rock. Best of all, they are very easy to fish. They really bring out a prey drive in fish. The fish hit them hard and they wake fish up as well. All we need to do, cast him out. Because they sink quite well, you can even sink them on a slightly tight sort of line. Chris has got a fish on there, and then I can feel this thing thump in the bottom, and then you just give it a big rip like that. Just rattles up, just flutters back down, and those big sides, they kick off a lot of light, it makes a lot of noise. And they're an easy meal for a fish because it's just sinking sort of like this. It's not moving forward, it's not doing anything. The fish just can't go and just suck them in, and the hookup rate's exceptionally good. And the amazing thing with these is it doesn't matter if the fish is that big or 1.5 meters long. Something like a rip and wrap can really change your day. And like I said, especially when they're shut down, when they're, you know, they're just sitting there a bit doggo, especially things like barra. You chuck this in around a snag and it's all this noise wrapping around, will quite often fire them up. Got him. Oh geez, I reckon this might be a tarpon or something. Doesn't sort of feel barra-ish. Who knows? Oh, it's a thready. It's a good one. It's a good thready. I don't reckon he's woken up yet. He hasn't woken up. Oh, that's a nice thready. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. There's a bit of timber down there too. Come on, mate. The father-in-law is going to be pretty happy with me. I've gone to a lure which he affectionately calls Rexy's Rattler. It's a Rapala rip and wrap. A noisy, lipless crankbait. And I've used these in the past to catch black dew, snapper, everything. And he always says to me, Lee, up in the tropics, it's my #1. Oh, look at that. Now this is as good a fish as a big barramundi, let me tell you. These are impressive animals. And that's not big compared to what threadies can get to, but let me tell you, they are just great looking machines. They've got a huge fork tail, different to the barra. These guys are made for speed.
Saw him come up there, Lee. You've only just got him.
Thanks, Chris. What I wanted to hear was, oh, he's well and truly hooked. We'll be right. These guys are good. It was very much like a barra bite. Like you actually felt the jaws shut around this lure. Was said to us, he goes, you do get some nice threadies here at times. I'm just trying to ease him up because he's not that well hooked. And as much as I want to get him in the boat, I don't want to pull too hard and rip the hooks out. I was trying to guide him up. And as much as it's spectacular when they jump, Chris, we don't want him to jump.
No, we don't. I think he had more hooks in him before he started shaking his head.
Yeah, see, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. I'm just going to try and glide him up now.
Stuff that up.
Look at those big feelers sticking out the front there. Oh no.
Get in there. Yeah.
Close. Thanks, mate.
Well done. That's a good fish.
Mate, I love threadies. Like I said, these are as good as catching a big barra. They really are. Get that hook out of that net there. We'll get this guy out. And you can hear that lure. All that noise that it makes. He would have felt that lure well before he saw it. Those feelers there, they stick them forward and they're so sensitive. They just pick up on any vibration and stuff, and see how he sticks them forward. That's how they'd feed. They just feel what's going on in front of them. And like I said, I guarantee he felt that lure through them before he actually saw it. He probably even touched the lure with them before he swallowed it. That is one of the more impressive species that live up here at Melville Island and in the Northern Territory. You've got a great big gob, and they can be also one of the most frustrating species to try and catch, can't they? They just mop up jelly prawns, which are about 1 inch long all day long, and very, very frustrating. But that rip and wrap, with all that noise, did the job. We'll get these hooks out, mate. We'll send him back.
Help you out here.
Awesome. He was just hooked, wasn't he, mate?
Yeah, he was.
And I beefed those hooks up because they come with those little light trebles, and I just put the heavier gauge VMCs on, and I'm glad I did, because there's every chance we may have lost this pretty stunning sort of beast. I think it was time for you to go back, mate. Thank you very much. Too good. Your turn, mate.
Well done, mate. Great fish. Oh, slimy.
Yeah. Mate, they say all good things have to come to an end, and apparently it's home time.
Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah, not too happy about that. However, we have one last stop. We set those crab pots this morning. And let's just hope that there's a couple of muddies in the pot, because I'm pretty hungry, and there's something about when you come to the territory, you just got to eat mud crab.
Yeah, sweet chili mud crab. Looking forward to it.
Sounds good. Let's hope there's a few there. We've got to shoot around this corner and go get them.